We're joined on the line by James Brent-Styan, he's spokesperson for the Western Cape Disaster Management Centre. James, good morning to you. What's happening this morning with these fires? What can you tell us?
Good morning. Yeah, so this season is really not going easy on us. Sadly, yesterday afternoon at probably about 5 o'clock, a big fire started in the Franschhoek Pass. So that pass, the R45, is still closed. That's the pass between Franschhoek leading to Verliesdorp. But there were 3 other big fires as well. One which I think is more or less under control, but the other 3 are still burning. But the big concern is this one called the Mooiwater fire in the Franschhoek Pass. They were looking to send up aerial support this morning at first light. Depending on the weather conditions, it could be a very challenging one, and we'll be certain to be combating that throughout the day.
How big is the area that's affected, James, by the latest blaze?
Too early to say at the moment. We still have to do assessments now, in the daylight to see how far it's spread.
James, can you tell us, just from what you know of the area, are we looking at highly populated areas that are under threat? Are we looking at homes nearby that might be under threat?
Not at the moment. It's a very mountainous area, so the very big dam, Teerwater Dam, is just behind this big mountain range, but it's very mountainous, so very difficult terrain for the firefighters again. It's a low risk, but the risk is that if the wind changes, the fire could come down that mountain towards Franschhoek, the little town there. But that's a low risk at the moment. At the moment, it's burning in a valley, which is not posing a huge threat to people or to property at the moment. And the aim is always to try and keep the fire contained to areas like that.
Now, as you said, weather permitting, then you could manage to drop some water on in the valley.
That is the goal, weather permitting, and it's always depending on the wind. The wind is the problem. The wind, especially in mountainous areas, it's very, very dangerous to fly those helicopters in mountainous areas, particularly when the wind's too strong. So, depending on the weather conditions, we should be putting up aerial support. I think that they'll be flying at the moment if the weather is permitting.
Now, James, we know motorists are advised that certain roads have been closed. So, just some idea, if you can tell us as to who will be affected by this. People traveling to and from where will be affected by what's happening at the moment?
So my information is the R45 pass is closed. That is the road from Franschhoek to Verliesdorp, which goes over that mountain pass. That is the road that's closed and affected. There will obviously be a lot of smoke in a big region, so motorists driving around the region. This could even go as far as Paarl, Stellenbosch, Verliesdorp, Botrivier. People in that area could expect some smoke. So please keep your windows shut and be safe.